Yo! What up, everybody? I'm Rim. Like and subscribe and watch my other videos. I want to talk about a random topic today. So, I'm just gonna have some gameplay in the background because I was too busy to edit this week, I'm not gonna lie. Work has been kicking my ass, and I had to write a paper for school. But while doing that, my mind wandered, as it often tends to do when partaking in the activities that make up the mundanity of modern life. And for some reason, I started thinking about the degradation of media quality in modern times. For some reason, everything has gotten worse than it used to be. I'll turn my attention to The Little Mermaid. I don't want to go too in-depth on that, since I want to do a review on it, but that movie isn't just bad in the way that something like Quantumania is. For me, it was just kind of boring. All of the emotion and heart that, honestly, I can still feel from the original movie today as an adult is completely removed from the live-action version. And that's what I mean. The slew of cash grabs and remakes that are being churned out, like wood chips from a wood chipper, are signs of a creative bankruptcy born from pure laziness. Storytelling has been corporatized, and all creative venues have a platform to have their creative properties mass-produced. Video games, movies, books, television. I mean, look at The Walking Dead. They're still pushing out new seasons and spin-offs of that shit. But the thing with mass production is that it values quantity over quality. Because the practice is just the spray and pray method of shooting as many rounds as possible and hoping one lands a kill shot. The kill shot being that 1 in 100 media properties that actually gains enough popularity for the corporate bigwigs to milk for a millennia until its rotten corpse is just gushing out dust from its decrepit veins. And after that, they will milk it some more. Think of things like, well, The Walking Dead, Star Wars, Little Mermaid, the Marvel franchise, the DC franchise, the Fast and Furious franchise, Transformers, and there are so much more. And honestly, I know it's going to sound retarded, and many of you don't have to agree with me, but I think things like this are a symptom of a form of a societal drop in quality as well. Look at the fact that we have normalized racism against white people while vilifying racism, which is a normalization of hypocrisy. In fact, we seem to glorify racism against white people now. Disney even pushes calling white people biracial slur in its Wakanda movies. Most of our mainstream television shows and movies, Velma, all of the Phase 4 stuff, Star Wars movies, DC television shows, and pretty much everything that Disney is selling you seems to dislike the idea of the nuclear family, or it is demonizing men using the veil that it is pushing some form of equality, when in reality, it's just pushing the writer's own prejudices in an attempt to indoctrinate children, as well as the dumbest portions of adults who would buy into that type of shit. Meaning racists, misandrists, people who actually think that it's okay for children to decide that they are transgender at a young age, adults who actually buy into that whole men versus women culture war. I don't know what you would call it, but I'm talking about the blue hair feminist people, and just to be fair, the incel alpha male podcast type MGTOW people are no better also. Honestly, they're basically the same people in a lot of ways. I will probably talk about that later if I feel like it. It feels like society is losing its way, and I know stuff like this has been going on for a long time. Each generation thinks the next generation is going to be the worst, but in all reality, that is happening because each generation in some way, shape, or form seems to be a bit less capable of adulting than the last. And honestly, I feel like that is because each generation is lazier than the last because the prior generation worked so hard to make life easier for the next. So much easier, in fact, that the next generation got spoiled. And now we are so spoiled in modern time that even the modern day parents are no better than their useless children, and their children, having been raised by them, are just a bunch of mentally stunted pricks. That's why I feel like the storytelling in our media has died. We've grown dumber, less able to lead ourselves, and corporations are taking advantage of that, pumping out brainless CGI colors and sounds to disguise propaganda forged by people who choose not to think about human existence any deeper than the Twitter post that a perceived political enemy on the far end of the opposite side of the proverbial socio-political spectrum posted 2 days ago. And now things are getting worse, seeing as storytelling is going to be computerized soon. So we are making things even easier, putting in less effort and thus less passion and less soul. It might not seem like it since I'm talking using a script and notes, but that actually saddens me very much. I feel like when you watch certain shows or read certain books, you can feel something. Some stories actually explore the psychology of a character, and by doing that, it explores questions about human existence or how people might react to certain stimuli in life. These types of stories that I am talking about are meticulously crafted. They use logic to build character motivation and complement the thematic question and statement. When they write dialogue, each word, the tone of voice, the pattern of speech are built to convey a message in a way that requires hard work. Yet, nowadays, we put a lot of emphasis on the idea of working smarter, not harder. And in certain instances, that is not wrong. But if you think that way for literally every aspect of your life, then eventually, your laziness will destroy you. And everyone you teach your lesson to, or who follows you, will be destroyed too. And if literally everyone listens to you, then everyone will be destroyed by you. The thing is, storytelling is a practice that was supposed to be used to teach in an entertaining way. And now it is an art that's being destroyed through corporatization and bastardization, at least here in the West. But as an American, I am kind of used to seeing education be treated as an afterthought, I guess. Anyway, I'm done for now. If you like my videos, like and subscribe so that my channel will grow. I really need it, and I will truly appreciate it. I'm Rim. Remember to think for yourselves and work harder and smarter. Bye-bye.